We're interviewing the women's head soccer coach, Alicia. We're asking some questions. Do you know a woman named Henrietta Lacks?
I do not know a woman named Henrietta Lacks.
Do you know who Henrietta Lacks is?
I do not know who she is.
She's a book that you guys had to read for freshman orientation, I think.
I have no idea.
Do you know anything about her?
No, I'm gonna answer this.
I don't know.
Something about cells.
Yes.
Something about living forever.
Cancer, maybe?
Names the woman whose cells are still immortal and have never died.
Henrietta Lacks.
How'd you know that?
I read the book.
Oh.
Oh, you read the book. Who is the woman whose immortal cells have never died? What's her name?
I'm gonna have to say Lala.
Definitely not me. She does not know. Do you know who Henrietta Lacks is? Henrietta Lacks. Do you?
Some shit. They did something important.
About what?
Like,
Cervical cancer, maybe? Or something like that? I don't know anything else. So.
Good job, guys.
Well,
Thanks, freshman friends, for you. Freshman friends.
thank you.
Henrietta Lacks.
no.
No? Do you know Henrietta Lacks and who she is?
I know about her. I don't know her well, obviously, but yeah, I read the book.
Yeah. Do you know who Henrietta Lacks is?
Is that why you went?
Yes, I do. Her cells were donated. Well, not really donated. They were kind of taken from her for research. And her cells are unique because they never start reproducing. I think that her family was treated unfairly. They were kind of left on the sidelines. And I liked how the author acknowledged more the family rather than Henrietta. I felt like in the book the author just mentioned Henrietta and what she went through. But I think the real victims were her family because they didn't know her, but the rest of the world did.
What do you know about her? What did she do?
That she was a African American in the 50s, I think it was, that she had cancer, and the scientists, the doctor, took samples of her cancer cells and used them for testing, and then these cells have continued to be in use and they continue to multiply, and the scientific community still uses them for research. There's a big issue, ethical dilemma with it, because the family was not notified, she was not notified that her cells were going to be used in this way. And this, a lot of questions have come from this, like should they have been financially reimbursed? Did it have to do with her ethnic origins, and a lot of different.
Mary and I asked around campus to see if anyone knew about Henrietta Lacks. As you've just seen, the only people who knew of her were the people who actually read the book by Rebecca Skloot. The book focuses on several racial issues involved with the use of her cells. Racism is clearly a theme in the book from the very beginning, when Henrietta is forced to be treated in the black section of Johns Hopkins.
Rebecca Skloot then emphasizes this major theme of racism even more by describing how African Americans were medically taken advantage of. African American men were injected with syphilis, which often resulted in their death, in exchange for a warm meal. African American women were given unnecessary hysterectomies so they would stop reproducing and doctors could practice the procedure. Henrietta's cells were taken without permission, but because she was an African American, it was acceptable.
This theme developed even more throughout the book and turned into a controversy. Although the decision to take her cells because she was African American was racist, Henrietta's cells have helped to make many advancements in the medical field for the better of mankind. Henrietta's cells have helped create the polio vaccine, which saved many lives, and have also been the first cells to ever go into space. And who knows, her cells may be the reason we find cure for cancer one day.
Okay, I'm done.
What's the question? Go.
Do you know who Anita? Oh wait, that's.
Oh.
Okay, I'm Mary and I'm with some volleyball players and soccer players. I have a question for you guys. Do you know? Look at her face. I'm with Camille, soccer player. Pay attention. Okay. I'm gonna ask you a question. Wait, I can't.